This is Caravaggio's painting, The Denial of St. Peter. My name's Amy and I'm an artist. I studied art. I've exhibited in Brisbane and in Sydney. I do graphic design, illustration and fine art, but I also work with teenagers. So I came across this painting when I was studying art. It sort of spoke to me because I guess at the time I was on my spiritual walk and I wasn't sure how to explore that, and paintings like this kind of helped direct me. You've got three people here who are on that walk and may not even realise, maybe Peter realised, but these two may not have realised. And we're all human, we're all imperfectly perfect, and so we will fall, we will succumb to pressure, or we will be blind sometimes. So for me, I think it's such a real painting of something that can be carried through time. The figure of Peter, I feel like he resembles Christians. His body language suggests not me, like, you know, very quite defensive, and he's holding his robes as if to like protect himself. But then his face, you can tell he's battling something in his mind and he knows what he should be saying, but the intimidation of the masses is just confusing for him, and so he's feeling sorrow and pain, and it's almost like he just wants to say it but he can't, and he's trying to protect himself. The guard is staring straight at him and he's got his hands up to him and he's got three fingers that are pointing to him. It's quite intimidating. He could be drawing from fear or from weakness. I think that's something that we can all relate to. I think Peter is so relatable in this painting. I feel like the guard represents evil. It could be Satan, it could be basically evilness. If you have a look at the painting, his face is in the darkness. So it's almost to say that he himself isn't important. What's important is the light that's coming through him, and the light is shining on his helmet, on the robes, on things that people at the time would see as power, as order. It's easy for evil to use these elements because people look to that. They look to the guard, they look to people in power, they look to a uniform as protection. So I think what Caravaggio was saying is don't look at the person, look at what it's representing. I feel like the woman represents the people there at the time and even now who are questioning, who are looking for answers that can only be found through Christ. If you look at her eyes, it looks like she's had a wool over her eyes. And as she's gone to accuse this man, it's almost as if the wool is slightly going over her eyes, and now she's realizing what she's done, because she doesn't look very defiant in her answer. She doesn't look like she really knows. It looks like she's lost and she's sort of realized what she's done. I see myself as Peter. I feel like I can relate to Peter because in today's society it can be quite hard to speak your truth. I think for me it's fear sometimes to say with certainty and what your truth is and who you follow. And for me, I think that's, it comes from fear of being mocked, or fear of being rejected or not accepted. And I think this is why this painting speaks to me and possibly to many of us here at church. This painting can speak to so many people, whether you're a believer, whether you're not.